What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a look at NEAR here, and as you can see, it looks as though it is coiling up really nicely for a move. You can see quite clearly we're doing something like this, where we're coming up and down towards an apex, and we're probably looking at seeing that apex pretty damn soon. If we've got a trend line looking something like this, and a trend line looking something like this, then you can see quite clearly we're forming up a really nice pennant. And if that's the case, obviously coiling up to a move like this, basically in the next few weeks we're going to reach that apex and most likely that breakout to the upside. Obviously depending on where you start your flagpole, you could argue that potentially this entire move here could be the flagpole. We're coiling up for that next move, and obviously if that was the case, we would have a very nice breakout target for NEAR here, up to around $18 if that was the case, basically with a technical target. So obviously looking really good overall. If we throw that fib retracement tool on here, we can see we've got some very key levels that are being touched. We come all the way up after we broke that all-time high. We ran all the way up perfectly to that next resistance, as we've said previously, at that 127 extension on our Fibonacci. We get rejected from there, we come back down, we retest the previous all-time high as support. Things are looking good for continuation. But we do get that ABC correction throughout September that we saw for a lot of cryptocurrencies. Although NEAR held support really nice, didn't it, on this previous swing high here at around, what is that, $6.50. We come down, we find support, we basically come down, we come back up, we've reclaimed our previous all-time high, and it looks as though now we are just basically coiling up for that move, aren't we? You can see here, coiling up into the apex here. Over the next week or so, we'll find out what's happening. But it looks as though we are retesting the top of that resistance again. If we look at our hourly time frame here, we'll set this to auto so you can see. We have got a resistance here, and it looks as though we have, front run it somewhat here as well. But you could argue if the resistance is looking something like this, that it does look as though we are potentially, the next time that we challenge this resistance, we're probably going to see it broken. So maybe we'll come back down, retest again, and then break through, do something like this, and then we start to make our way up through our levels, back to the all-time high, and then get that breakout basically. But overall, NEAR looking really strong. Holding support really nicely, coiling up really nicely for a move here. All the fib levels getting respected really well. Trading very technically, actually. If you look, we drag this from high to low here. You can see here, support, resistance, 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 resistance. We come down, find support, consolidate here. We run all the way up to the resistance of that fib. Previous all-time high as support. Lose support, we come back down to our EMAs here. We retest along with the 55 and this previous swing high perfectly as support. Reclaimed our EMAs, looking very bullish, coiling up nicely for a move. Overall, NEAR looking really good. So short-term price predictions then, if we do get rejected again from this level, we could expect to come back down to the bottom of this little coiling motion at around $7.30, which would tie in nicely with this previous swing low area here. We could come down, sweep this low, come back up and then get that breakout. But if we do break out of this little coiling motion that we are seeing right now, we could be looking at potentially coming up to at least, what is this $9.30 area. We've obviously got $10, a very key psychological level, and then heading up towards that $12 mark as well, which is the all-time high for that 127 extension if we do break out. And as we said, we do have a very nice target going up towards, halfway between the 141 and the 161 at around $17. If we do have that flagpole, that's our pennant, and then we do have our continuation up to around $17.50. So overall, NEAR looking really good, and obviously we do have some massive overextensions. The 227 at around $60 would be a very nice, what is that, 7 or 8x from this current price. So we do think NEAR is really undervalued. The market cap's super low, and if it does start to do something like Solana, we could be looking at, potentially hundreds of dollars per NEAR token in the next 6 months if it did have some kind of crazy rip like that. So we're not saying that's going to happen, but obviously these things are always possible in crypto, and we do think conservatively $20, $30, $40 for NEAR, probably very likely. So that's it guys, we'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.